Yeah, it's interesting. It's good. It seems. Hopefully, it can stay up because that would be great. Okay, so I'm gonna have to keep checking to see if the signal's fine, but it seems like it's all good. So yeah, let's get into it without further ado, so I can finish as fast as possible because don't know how long this is gonna be up for. Okay, now this is gonna be difficult because it's all katakana, hiragana, and katakana. So I'm gonna have to take time to actually make sure I'm saying it right. This is Mary San. I'm not going to like focus on the names too much because I'm going to struggle with them and it's just going to be a waste. Uh, Shumatsu wa ta, tai. I had this right in my head. Shumatsu wa tai te nani o shimasu ka? What you're going to do this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. What do you usually do on the weekends? My bad. So desu ne. Tai te uchi de benkyo ben benkyo shimasu. Domo tomodachi eiga e. Let's make sure I got this right. Eiga. Eiga. Okay. O mimasu. Is that so? Oh, that's right. I don't know. Something uchi. I don't know. Benkyo's that's Friends movies watch. I watch movies with friends. It's that last bit. Let's see. Okay, so the snack and me. Let's see as well. Okay, I usually study at home, but I sometimes see movies with friends. What? Oh, Tokidoki. Sorry, Tokidoki. That's my bad. Tokidoki ega omimasu. My bad. So desu ka? Ja. Uh, Dayobi ni ega o mimasen ka? Ka or ka? Uh, I see. Then would you like to see a movie on Saturday? Dayobi wa chotto. Saturday is not a good day. Where was I? Ja nichiyobi wa do desu ka? How about Monday? Sunday. Then how about Sunday? I desu ne. That's fine. Okay, no issues so far. That's good. Uh, Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. Ohayo. Hi. Hiya desu ne. What? Hayai. I think. Hi. Hayai desu ne. Is that right? Hayai. Yeah, desu ne. Cool. Desune. Like what? Desne. Desne. Desune. Okay, I think I've been missing the su, but hopefully not. Which is good morning. You are early, aren't you? E kyo wa Kyoto ni ikimasu. Mas, masu? Kyoto de eiga o mimasu. Masu? Do. You are early, aren't you? Yes, I am going to Kyoto today. I will see a movie in Kyoto. E desu ne. Nanji goro kare karemasu ka? Nanji goro kaerimasu ka? Not sure if that's correct. Good. What time will you come back? Kuji goro desu. Around 9 o'clock. Around 9. Bango. Bangohang wa? Bango what? Bangohang wa? Bangohang wa? How about dinner? Tabemasen. I will not eat. So desu ka? Ja iterashia shai. Tara ite. I'm gonna need help with this one. Terash. Shai. Did I spell it correctly? I did, I think. Iterashai. Not sure if that's correct. I see. Well, have a nice day. Itekimasu. Goodbye. Okay. Whew. Now we're going to this bit now. Is everything fine on my side? It looks good. Hopefully it is. Hopefully everything's on right, because I don't know how much streaming I am. Eiga is movie. Ongaku is music. Zashi is magazine. Sports sports tennis date date to. Which one is that? It is it's to dato. Tennis, terebi, di o video. I don't know. It's videotape. Asagohan, breakfast. Osake. Is that osake? This is alcohol. Cha is green tea. Coffee. Bangohan is dinner. Hamburger is hamburger. I'm just gonna I'm gonna skip these ones a little bit because obviously I'm not gonna get them right, and I do know what they are. It's just probably not gonna pronounce them anytime soon. Should actually learn, but I feel like they're gonna appear eventually. Hirogohan is lunch. Mizu is water. And I was able to get this symbol in my Japanese Minecraft series. So it's underwater breathing or something was one of the enchantments I had. Ie, no? How do I say this? I keep struggling with. So I struggle with this one. ie, e, and then this one is ie, ie, ie. See, now I've got the issue of trying to say ie, ie. So I'm assuming, obviously, because there's two there, I extend the e sound a bit more, but it's going to be hard to differentiate this one. Uchi is also house. Iru, iru, iro, iro, iru, iru. What? Iru, ru, iru. I'm pretty sure. I'm here. No. Is it? Which one is it? It's the Ru family. It is Ru. Yes. Iru, iru. Iru, iru, iru. Iru. It's the R that's getting in my way now. All of a sudden. As always. Ga, ko. Gakko is school. Gakko. Oh. So always seems to have I get a runny nose the moment I start streaming. It's weird. Oh, chi, achi, 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 achi. Is that right? Don't know if that's right. Chi, achi. So that's achi. It's not ochi. Ochi has a little dash there and looks. So that's o. And that's a. Asa, ashita is tomorrow. Itsu is when. Kyo is today. Goro is about time or around, about for time. Uh, ko, Konbang tonight. Shumatsu weekend. Doyobi Saturday. Nichiyobi Sunday. My nichi to every day. My bang, my bang every night. Verbs. Iku to go. Okay, I feel like I should know this one. Kaeru, 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 kaeru. To go, to change. Okay, so it says change to return. To go to return destinations. Okay. Huh? Huh? Okay. Well, this is a bit confusing. Okay, so kiko, kiku, kiku is to listen, to hear, and then o. Is that before or after? No, it's after. So it's kiko o. I don't know. Like obviously they've still got this to learn. Nomu is drink. Hanasu, hanasu is to speak. Yomu is to read. Okiru, to get up. Okiru. Taberu, to eat. Neru, to sleep. Miru, to see. To look at, to watch. Kuru, to come. Suru? Suru? Why does that one feel like I'm. Suru, to do. Benkyo suru. Benkyo suru, to study. Benkyo suru. Benkyo suru. E, 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 e. Good. E? Is that really it? E. So you have E, E, right? That's not E. E, and No, that's never mind. I'm dum dum. I thought hi was a part of it, but no, I am wrong. Haya, ha, ha, yai, haya, ha, yai, hi. I did this earlier. Should not have been getting this one wrong. Hayai. Mari plus negative. Not much. Okay, plus negative. I I don't know what that means. It's probably going to give me an example. Mari, too much, not much. Sen, zen, not at all. Tai, te, tai, ach, tai, te, the unusual. Chotto, a little. Okay, so chotto means a little. Okay. Tokidoki, tokidoki. Yes, not tomodachi. Tokidoki, sometimes. Yoki, yok, yok, yoku, often. So desne, that's right. Let's see. Domo, but. Do de, do deska, do deska, do deska. I remember back when this was, I struggled on Duolingo with this word. I never thought I was going to really get it, but I feel like I'm fairly confident in this one. How about? Okay, so finally moving on to the grammar. So this is going to be a hopefully quick bit, but I don't know. Okay, let's see if I can actually retain any of the information I learned from this. Verbs in Japanese conjugate. Verbs in Japanese conjugate or take various shapes. In this lesson, we will learn three forms. Why? I've literally read three sentences, and not even technically two sentences, and I'm already yawning. Why is that? That is crazy. Verbs in Japanese conjugations or or take various shapes. Okay. In this lesson, we will learn three forms: the dictionary form, the present tense form, affirmative form, and the present tense negative form. And then I'm assuming there's the past tense affirmative negative. Oh, then let's not worry about that. There are two kinds of verbs that follow regular conjugations patterns, and an example of each is below. Verb base, tabe, i, i, okay, I don't know how to say that, but dictionary form, taberu, to eat, iku, to go. Present tense affirmative, ta, tabemas, ikumas, ikimas, to go. Okay. Present tense negative, tabe, tabemasen, ikimasen. Stems, tabe, iki. Okay. Still not unsure what stems means, but I'm pretty sure that would come with time. Taberu belongs to the group of verbs called the root verbs. Root verbs are so called because you add the suffix ru to the verb base, tabe. In the above example, to form the dictionary form for the long for two long forms, we learn in this the my brain is just not working today. For the two long forms we learn in this lesson, you simply add the suffix mas and masen instead of ru to the base. We learned four root verbs in this lesson. Well, seems my brain just does not like reading, which makes sense. Reading has never been my strong suit. Taberu, neru, okiru, miru, meru, me. Miru. Meru. This one's a bit tricky. Miru. Okay, it's Miru. There. Okay, Miru. Tabemasu, nemasu, okimasu, mimasu, masu, okimasu, nemasu. I need to try to say this. I keep going mas. I'm assuming that's correct. Mas. I'm not sure if that is. Another major group of verbs is called the U verbs, the dictionary form for an U verb like iku can be broken down into the base I, I, I don't know how to say that in the above example, and the suffix u, the long form like ikimasu and ikimasen, then are formed with the base plus suffixes imas and imasen. You may find the u verbs conjugation slightly more difficult than the ru verbs conjugations because of the extra vowel e. E, e, e. When learning six u verbs, we'll learn six u verbs in this lesson. Nomu, yomu, hanatsu, hanatsu, hanasu, not hanatsu, hanasu. Iku, ne, iku, kiku. Kaeru, no mi masu, no mi masu, yomi masu, hanashimasu, kikimasu, ikimasu, kaerimasu. I don't know if I'm butchering the su at the end now. I don't know, but I'm going to just do that so I can get used to saying su at the end. Masu. Like obviously it sounds a bit robotic now, but the more I say it, the more less robotic I hope it sounds. The use of the dictionary forms is by no means restricted to listing in a dictionary. There are also appear in various constructions in actual sentences. We will learn their use in later chapters. Don't be misled by the name given to the long forms too. The present tense in Japanese can indicate both the present and the future. We will return to this issue in section 2 below. For the moment, we will concentrate on the forms, not the meaning of the verbs. In later lessons, we will have more opportunities to refer to the parts like tabe and iki, which come before masu, and masen. In the long forms, for the sake of ease of reference, we will call these parts same as base with verbs, and base plus e with u verbs stems. In addition to ru verbs and u verbs, there are two irregular verbs. Note that the vowel in their bases are different to the short dictionary forms and their longer forms. Okay. Goro, not suru, to do, kuru, to come. Present affirmative, shimasu, kimasu, 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 kimasu. Present negative, shimasen, kimasen. Stem, shi. Okay, still a little bit unsure what stem means. Shi, ki. These two verbs are also used to form compound verbs. In this lesson, we learn the verb benkyo, suru, which conjugates just like the verb suru. It is more important to remember which verb belongs to which conjugation class. It is a good idea, therefore, to memorize each verb as a set. Instead of memorizing them the dictionary form, trying to memorize the dictionary form and the present tense affirmative, like iku, ikimasu, imas, ikimasu. I'm hopefully it gets better over time with how I'm saying it. This is especially important with verbs that end with the hiragana ru, because they may be irregular verbs like suru and kuru, or ru verbs or u verbs, whose bases just happen to end with the consonant ru. If you know the verb class and the rules that apply to them, you know why it is wrong to say mi ri masu and kare masu. I don't know. Okay, so it says to remember to which verbs belong to which conjugation part. Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind. Ru, verb base, mi, kare. Okay. Long forms. Mi mas, mi masen, mi. Kare, kaeri mas, kaeri masen. It's always this tricky of the E to the R or the E to I is a bit tricky. Mi, kare. Okay, seems like my stream's all fine. No messages saying that the stream signal's bad. So it seems like I can stream for the next week, which is good. Things are not as bad as you might expect after reading the above paragraph. The key lies in the second from the last syllable in a dictionary form. The irregular verbs verbs set aside the irregular verbs set aside. If you see the vowels o, or u right before the final ru, you can be absolutely sure that they are u verbs. We have not learned any such verbs yet. Unfortunately for us, the logic does not follow in the other direction. There are ru verbs and u verbs that have the vowel e and e before the final ru. Okay, that's okay. Now I can kind of understand how to get ru verbs. Okay. A or u. Okay. Final ru. Neru has the vowel e before ru and is a ru verb. Kairu, on the other hand, has the same sound sequence but is a u verb. Verb types and the present tense. In this lesson, we learned about a dozen verbs that describe basic human actions. They are often called action verbs, and the present tense of these verbs either mean one, they that a person habitate ha, habitual habit habit habitual. Why can't I say this word? Or regularly engages in these activities, or two, that a person will or is planning to perform these actions in the future. habitational, habitual actions. I can't say that word. Watashi wa yoku terebi o mimasu. I often watch TV. Mary-san wa tokidoki o asagohan o tabemasen. Mary sometimes does not eat breakfast. Future actions. Watashi wa shi watashi oh I didn't see. Yeah. Watashi wa ashita Kyoto ni ikimasu. I will go to Kyoto tomorrow. Susan o Susan wa kyo ah, kyo uchi ni kaerimasen. Sue will not come home. I will not return home today. Susan wa kyo uchi ni karemasen. 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 I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Okay, nouns usually used in sentences generally must be followed by particulars, which indicate that relations relations that the noun bears to the verb. In this lesson, we learn four particulars: de, ni, he, and o. There, the particular indicates where the event described by the verb takes place. Do, or to? I can't quite see. I still can't see. I think that's do shokan. Do shokan. Do shokan. To shokan. Do shokan sounds better. De, hon, o yomimasu. Yomimasu. I will read a book in the library. Uchi de. Uchi de. Uchi de terebi omimasu. I will watch TV at home. Ni, the particular ni, has many meanings, but here we will learn two. The goal towards which things move, and two, the time at which an event takes place. Watashi wa kyo gakko ni ikimasen. I will not go to school today. Watashi wa uchi ni kaerimasu. Sure. Why am I saying sure? Kaerimasu. I will return home. In spoken language, particulars are often dropped. When we will learn more about such cases in lesson 15, which I did not get to. In later lessons, we will be introduced to verbs that require particulars other than de to express locations. 2. Time. Nichiyobi ni Kyoto ni ikimasu. I will go to Kyoto on Sunday. 11時 ni nemasu. I will go to bed at 11. I will go to bed at 11. Okay. Sometimes words stand alone, without the particular ni tagging along, which will be discussed in section 4. Approximate time reference can be made by substituting goro or goro ni with ni. Thus, 11時 goro nemasu. I'm assuming I omit the ni, but nemasu. I will go to bed at 11. the particular he. Return to indicates the goal of movement. The sentence in one above the four above therefore can be written using he instead of ni. Note that the particular is pronounced e. Watashi wa kyo gakko e ikimasen. Ikimasen. I will go. I will not go to school today. Watashi wa uchi e karemasu. Karemasu. Not entirely sure. Is that? Is it? Okay. Seems it's the tractor outside is not too loud. I will return home. Note that e may replace the particular ni only in the goal of a movement sense. Sense. The particular ni for the time for references and other uses which we will learn about in later lessons cannot be replaced. Or the particular or direct objects, the kind of things that are directly involved in or affected by the event. Note that this particular is pronounced o. Kohi o nomimasu. Kohi o nomimasu. I drink coffee. Terebi, no, tape. Te, tepu, tepu, or kikimasu. Kikimasu. Terebi or mimasu. I watch TV. You need the particular ni with one, the day of the week, like on Sunday, and to the numerical time expression, like at 10:42 in September. Nichiyobi, yeah, Nichiyobi ni ikimasu. I will go on Sunday. Juji Yongji ji. What is that? Ja Yongja ni fun ni okimasu. I will get up at 10:45, 10:42. Why so? Why that time exactly? Let's see if I. Kimasu. See, okay. I don't know if that's just correct. I highly doubt that's correct. Kugatsu, no, it's September, yeah, ninth month. Kugatsu ni kaerimasu. Kaerimasu. You don't do don't what am I talking about? You do not use the particular ni when time expression defined relative to the present tense moment, such as today or tomorrow. Uh, Tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure what that means. Two, expressions describing regular intervals, such as every day and the word for when. And three, for the word for when. Ashita kimasu, kimasu, ashita kimasu. I will come tomorrow. My bang terebi o mimasu. I watch TV every day, every evening. Itsu, i, itsu ikimashika. Itsu ikimasuka. Why am I struggling with this? Ikimasuka. Ikimasuka. I will go. When will you go? You normally do not. You normally do not use ni with one, the parts of the day, like in the morning and at night, and two, the word for weekend, unlike words like ashita and maibang above. However, these words are sometimes followed by ni depending on styles, emphasis, and personal preference. Asa, asa, ni, asa, shin, shinbun, newspaper, shinbun, or yomimasu, yomimasu. I read the newspaper in the mornings. Shimatsu, shimatsu, nani o shimasu ka? What will shimasu ka? What will you do on the weekend? Uh, masenka. You can use masenka, the present tense negative verb, plus the question particle to extend an invitation. It should be noted that the affirmative counterpart masenka cannot be used. Masenka. What am I talking about? Masu, masuka. Yeah, that just doesn't sound right. Cannot be used. Thus, a sentence like Hirogohan o tabe maska can only be constructed as a question, not an invitation. Okay. Hirogohan o tabemasen ka? What do you say to having lunch with me? Okay, so you say something negative in a question way to ask. That's a bit confusing. Okay. I desu ne sounds great. Tennisu o shimasen ka? Will you play tennis with me? Un chotto. It's slightly inconvenient for me at this moment. Okay. Chotto. I'm so used to saying what chotto. So it's a bit weird to say just by itself. Okay. Japanese sentences are fairly flexible in the arrangement of elements that appear in them. Generally, sentences are made up of several noun particulars sequences followed by a verb or an adjective, which in turn is often followed by a sentence final particular such as ka, ne, or yo, ka, ne, or yo. Among the noun particulars sequence, their relative orders are to a large extent free. A typical sentence, therefore, looks like the following, but several other arrangements of non-particular sequences are also possible. Topic, watashi wa, time, kyo, today, place, the library, do, do, shokan, do, shokan, object, Japanese. Japanese is an object. Nihongo, verb. Benkyo, shimasu ka, shimasu. Study, benkyo, benkyo, shimasu. I will study Japanese in the library today. Topic. Watashi wa frequency? Okay, frequency makes sense. Yoku shichiji goro, time 7 o'clock. Uchi e. I'm pretty sure that's e. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure just means I'm not that sure. Uchi e kaemasu. Kaerimasu. I don't like this word. It always tricks me up. The verb. I often go back home at around 7. Frequent frequency verbs. Okay, frequency verbs, as I'm assuming, based off of this often, when, ima, now, like where you can add a frequency adverbs, such as mainichi, every day, yoku, often, and tokidoki, sometimes, to a sentence to describe how often. Okay, so I was wrong. So every day, often, sometimes. Okay, I was so wrong. To a sentence to describe how often you do something. Watashi wa tokidoki kisa kisate kisaten ni ikimasu. I sometimes go to a coffee shop. In in this lesson, we also learn two adverbs such. Where did I get such? Two adverbs which describe how infrequent and activities or an event is senzen, never. Oh no, senzen, zenzen, zenzen. What does this trick me up again? Zen. No, not zen. Zenzen. Zen. Not an all. Mari. Not often. Not very much. These adverbs anticipate the negative at the end of the sentence. If you say senzen or amari, in other words, you need to conclude the sentence with masen. Watashi wa zenzen terebi o mimasen. I do not watch TV at all. Takeshi-san wa amari benkyou shimasen. Takeshi does not study much. The topic particular wa. As we saw in lesson 1, the particular wa presents the topic of one's utterance. As for the item X, it is such that it puts forward the item that you want to talk about and comment on. You may have noted that the topic phrase in sentences such as Mary-san wa sai 3年生 3年生 third year student. It's des. Mary is a third year student. And watashi no senmon wa nihongo des. My major is Japanese sub-language. Are the subjects of those sentences. A topic phrase, phrase, however, need not be the subject of a sentence. We see 3 sentences in this dialogue of this lesson where non-subjects phrases are made topics with the help of the particular wa. Mary-san shumatsu wa ite nani o shimasu ka. Mary, what do you usually do on the weekends? Kyo wa Kyoto ni ikimasu. I go to Kyoto. I'm going to Kyoto. I'm going to Kyoto today. Okay. Don't use ni for words. Okay. That actually makes so much sense now. So it's a short. Okay. Okay. So ni is for. I'm getting a bit confused on exactly how I can best describe what I what you're trying to say in a way that makes it so that I understood. But I'm just going to get confused myself. Okay, that's much better. Still, it's just a bit weird to, it's like have a sentence because I'm seeing the sentence as obviously present negative tense. So he's basically something saying something negative as a question or as an invitation, which is a bit weird, but it's not that hard to understand if you put it like that. So yeah, so that helps a lot. Okay, where was I? In the above, in the above two examples, what promotes time expressions as the topics of each sentence? Its effect can be paraphrased like there. Let's talk about weekends. What do you do on weekends? Let me see what I do today. I will go to Kyoto. Uh, Wangohan? What? Wangohan? What? I, how about dinner? Tabemasen, I will not eat. In this example, wa is used in directing the listener's attention and thereby inviting a comment or completion of a sentence. You may also note that the border topic, bangohang, bangohang, does not stand in the subject relation to the verb, but is rather its direct object. Yeah, like that's a bit hard. Okay, I feel like this does get explained a bit more later, so I'm not going to focus on it a bit much because like I do vaguely remember that why it's like this. I'm just not going to focus on it right now because it seems like it gets explained later. When you move to a place where the hero, is that even a word? Hero, the listener, is you say I'm coming in English. However, in the same situation, watashi wa iki, is that iki? Is that a key? Seems like it. Ikimas is used in Japanese. Why is my nose itchy? Kuru is a movement towards the place where the speaker is. Iku is a movement in a direction away from the speaker. Okay. Iku, kuru. Okay. Okay. Watashi wa ikimasu. Okay. Choto literally means a little, a bit, a small amount, as in choto kudasai, please give me a little, and choto ma, is it ma? Really? I'm just, yeah, it is ma. Ma te kudasai, choto mate kudasai, please wait for a moment, it is a commonly used for polite refusal. In this case, it means inconvenient, impossible, or so on. Japanese people do not normally reject requests, suggestions, or invitations with ie, no, because it sounds too direct. Okay. Doyobi ni eiga o mimasen ka? Will you see a movie on Saturday? Dayobi wa chotto. Saturday is not convenient. Saturday is a little bit is a little bit is a okay. Finally, practice. Change the following verbs into masen and masu and masen. Okay, this is like this is where I struggle. Okay, so what we learned is a or u is u verbs. U verbs get trained to i's. So u, where's an u verb? U there. No, that's an irregular verb. That I remember is irregular. Iku. No, that's also a ru verbs. Or I don't see. Like I don't know if this is u. No, I'm pretty sure this is. So this will obviously because I know this will become iki masu, ikimasen. Then this would become suri mas. See, like I don't know enough information to say with a correct guess what I think this one is because they've pointed this out as being irregular, but I don't remember them actually doing it. I might have just not paid attention. And it's most likely I did not pay attention. Okay. Nomu nomimasu. Okay. Nomimasu. Nomimasen. Kiku. Okay. Kiku is I'm assuming an u verb. So it would be kikimasen, I'm assuming. Obviously this is u verb as well, I guess. I'm not sure. Wait, does that what I learned about the at least I know where it is. There we go. The irregular verbs set aside. If you see the vowel or u right before the final ru, okay, so it only works on ru, you can be absolutely sure that it's a u verb. Okay, I got confused there. Okay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense now. Because today can be any day, and Tuesday can only be Tuesday, and 10:30 can only be 10:30. Hope that makes sense. So this is a u verb based off of what we just learned. This is an u verb. So kurimasen. See, this is like where I kind of do struggle because I'm not sure which is the right way to say it. Obviously, this one I know because we've said it multiple times. It's kairimasu. See, I'm basically doing this one like this. So obviously, the R gets changed. The U here gets changed to an I because over here it gets changed to an I. So yeah, that's how I'm basically doing it for all of these. Like, no, this one is see, like I don't feel confident enough that I can answer this one. Like, is this Neru going to be Neru is sleep? And I do remember they did sleep a little bit ago, but I don't remember. Is it Neru mas ne? No, it's ne mas ne masu nemi ne ma sen. I think I might be wrong. Nyomu. Okay. See, this is like where I get so confused on what is like which ones do I add to which. See, like, do I take the whole root away? See, I didn't really get the lesson properly, but I don't think it explained as much as it thought it did. I might have just not understood it in its entirety. There. Okay, look at the picture below and make sentences using the cues. Add the appropriate verb to the following direct objects. Zashi or yomimasu magazine, right? Zashi is a magazine. Teipu kiki. That's I don't know. Kikimasu. Teipu o kikimasu. Tennis I don't. Shimasu or shimasu because playing tennis, eating hamburger. Coffee or no nomimasu. Nomimasu? Nomimasu. Why does my brain say that way? Isn't it no mu no ma no? Yeah, nomimasu. Okay, so nomimasu, which is over here, becomes nomimasu. So this becomes an I because it's an U verb. So this is an U verb, so it becomes an I. So this is an U verb, so kikimasu becomes an I. This it might be Ru verb. I don't know the distinction, but it's may. Okay, so I'm going to skip that one. That's an irregular from what I remember. That one's she. See, like, see, this is prime example. This one becomes now she. Hanashi mas, which is to, speak or something. Okay, this is a U verb, so it's ikimas. This is a U verb, so it's kurimas. This is a new verb. This is a new verb. So this becomes nerimas. If I'm right. See, like, yeah, nerimas, or is it just, do I drop the, no, this is an e, sorry. It's not a u, it's an e. So this is a Ru verb, so I'm assuming the Ru verb gets dropped and you add mas. See, I'm not entirely sure. Because I'm a little bit under, on which one. I changed the last letter and add mas on which one. What number? Okay, I didn't. But I kind of like get it. I still just probably need to know the definitions. I need to know which word, which direction, what dictionary forms are u verbs. No, dictionary forms don't have the u verbs on it or adverbs on it. I need to really learn my u and verbs and ru verbs. Okay. Oh, sorry. I just saw a lot of typing and it blended in with the previous mission. Okay, so do I change? Okay, so do I then just change the u to an I, or is it does it? You say change? Does it? Oh, I'm a bit lost. But so they just say that like it's hard to tell which is u rose but I'm assuming that will the distinguish between the two will become with time, because it does say where is it? It says that that's one way. This is one way to get u verbs, and then you can't follow the same logic to get ru verbs. So, right. Unfortunately for us, the logic does not follow in the other direction. Therefore, there are ru verbs and u verbs that have the vowel e and before the final ru, Neru. Okay, so Neru has the vowel e before and is a ru verb. Okay, so Neru obviously drops the ru and becomes nemas. Ne, nemas? Nemas. Why am I saying nemas? Nemas. I don't. I'm a bit lost. Ah, okay, so it isn't always an I because that's what confused me. Is there any other letter that it changes to? But it seems like you said it changes to an I, which is easy to remember because if it was changes to any letter for some weird reason, that would be a little hard to remember. Nomimas, yeah. Okay, thanks so much for clarifying that. Helps a lot. Okay, add the place to the above sentence. Do shokan de zashi o yomimasu. Yomimasu is a new verb, so okay. Now that I know, when I look at words, I'll look at them with more detail and see why they are the way they are. Look at the picture below and make a sentence using the cues. Go to the post office. Yeah, I'm not going to say post office. At 1 o'clock? Do I say go to the post office at 1 o'clock or uh, Mary's son goes to the. See, there's like so many ways I could answer this, and I'm just not entirely sure how it's asking because it's got the time here. So do I add the time? But it didn't add the time here. So speak. No, no, it didn't add the time. So reading a magazine at the library. Go to the library. So it would be do do shokan do shokan do shokan ni ikimasu. Is it like that? Seems a bit too easy to do it all two of these. Like I feel like this doesn't time to have it to pair. Hmm. Okay, be careful because they're. Okay. Yeah, see that's what I'm getting a bit confused on is how to find out the root verbs. Like verbs as long it's easy as long as it's an a, o, or u before the r, but then does that still apply for obviously some and how would I know what words apply to the formula and which ones don't for the I and E parts? Okay. So I'm assuming I'll learn that I'll learn the ru verbs that are actually u verbs as I go. But yeah, I'm gonna skip this bit because I'm not entirely sure what once and ones for me. Like Mary son, whatever home is, Goji Hung. Like, do I at the time? Okay, this one doesn't have time, so no, that's Sunday. So I'm assuming the time, but then I don't know how to add the time. So like, so where do I put the time in the sentence? So it would be time first, then library, and then end of the sentence. Would is it Sanji Sanji ni? Sanji ni do do shang do 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 shokan ni ikimasu. See, like I feel like having two knees in the sentences a bit. And think so is it Sanji ni doshokan ikimasu? Is that right? See, like it didn't. I don't feel like it described this enough for me to actually be able to correct it on my own. Okay, there's a very few in the Genki book that is good to know, because at least if I don't have to worry about it now, I won't. I will forget. I will be happy that I don't have to worry about make questions and use verbs when you're learning the lesson. Okay, I'm gonna skip that. Pair work. Oh, skip. Look at Mary's schedule and answer the following questions. Okay. Mary-san wa nanji ni okimasu ka? What time does she get up? I'm assuming 7:30. So do I say? I'm assuming the answer they're looking for is ji hang des. Is the straight up answer that they're asking for. But do I say Mary-san? No. How would I do that? Can't. I can't. Wait. Do I say Mary 7:30 gets up? Yeah. See, this is why I don't do the practice, because I'm using way too many brain cells for questions that are probably super easy once I understand them. But yeah, apparently people know everything. But yeah, because like I stay away from the practice because of this exact moment, because I don't exactly know what it's asking me. But yeah. Okay, so that's actually what I was hoping for. So did I say the Sanji ni do shokan ni ikimasu? Did I say that sentence right for the question it was asking? Because if I did that, it helps a lot. But I don't think I can do the rest of them. Like maybe return home, but I don't forgot what home is. Coffee shop, I'm not even going to try. Schools, gakko is school. So I can say hachiji hang ni gakko ni. Wait, no, ikimasu is returning, right? Ikimasu is returning. Or, am I right? And then go kur. You know what? I'm just going to put it in the back. I can come to it much later when I actually probably understand, because I do not understand at all. And then this one is a bit. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's happening. Ask a partner. Okay, prayer work, I'm skipping. Kohi o nomi masenka. Make a suggestion using the cues below. Kohi o. Okay, so want to go get coffee. Okay. See a movie. Ega or I forgot what C in Japanese is. Read. That's no. Like I'm not gonna go. I'll just skip it until the sentence I can find. Play tennis. Is it tennisu or shimasenka? I feel like that's right, based over what I've learned. Eat dinner is Bangohang or tabe tabe masenka. See, I'm just answering it the way I've learned. Don't even know if it's right. Study in the library. Okay. Pair work again, skipping. Anything with pair work I skip because it takes two to do it, and I okay, cool. That's I'm glad about that. So because I'm still basically learning particulars and what is the rules that they follow and like how they're used. Because like I thought that particulars can't follow another, but I seen that was wrong because I literally when I said that mere moments later did I see wa and ni follow because like I'm still trying to figure out like for example where one word ends and one word starts, but like obviously super su or shimaska. Do you want to go? Do you want to go play sports? Okay, so this sentence I said correctly. That's good. Okay, this is how often do you usually follow these activities? Answer the questions using the expressions below. Iie, yoku. Okay, sports, never. Which is never is what is never? Zenzen? Zenzen. But yeah, so iie no. Iie zenzen yomimasen. Okay. Okay, so Mainichi every day, yoku, okay. Zashi o yomimasu ka? Magazines. Uh, Ie zenzen yomimasu ka? Uh, Library? Never. Doishokan ni ikimasu ka? Never. Uh, Ie zenzen o zenzen. Oh, so there's no oh. Okay. There's no particular. Interesting. Zenzen ikimasen. Kohi, like one. Okay. Okay. There we go. Eiga o mimasu ka? Ie yoku mimasu. Coffee, Nihongo no ongaku o kikimasu ka? Ie tokidoki kikimasu. Okay. I think that's right. And I'm going to answer the following questions. Nanji ni okimasu ka? Okimasu ka? Is that get up? I'm pretty sure that's get up. Okay. Okay. So as you say, I then obviously have to learn what particulars mark what parts. Like I remember somebody on my Discord channel saying there marks places, which I think I learned in this lesson. I'm not sure. I should really remember this, but yeah. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? I'm assuming that's get up. I need to probably refresh my brain. Okay, so how would I answer this? Answer the following questions. Nanji ni okimasu ka? Hachiji goro ni okimasu. Is that correct? I get up at 8 o'clock, around 8 o'clock. I hope that's right. Do ko de, doko de. Okay, I'm not. I don't know what doko de is, and I'm too lazy to search it. Benkyo, study. What? Oh, where do I study? Yeah? Is that right? Doko de is place marker. Benkyo, study. When do I study? Where do I study? Right? Where do I study? Seems correct. I don't study everywhere. Itsu terebi o mimasu ka? Do I answer like yeah? I don't. Sports o shumatsu wa doko ni ikimasu ka? Weekends. Where do you go on weekends? I'm not sure. Uh, aso ni nani o tabemasu ka? Yeah, this one's a bit tricky. Sure, it means. Konban nani o shimasu ka? Konban? Konban. What's Konban nani o shima? What's konban again? I should know this one. Konban. Tonight. What do I do tonight? I watch movies. I don't know. Like anime wa anime wa yomimasu. Is that correct? Yeah, I'm not sure. It's the way the action is performed. That's correct. Which is what they said in the lesson, which is obvious. Like I should have remembered that. Okay, that helps a lot because yeah, like knowing what the particulars do can help me understand what the sentence is about because yeah, like just knowing like there means like what means is doesn't really help me in understanding exactly what the sentence is about if I can't really understand. But there's another oh, there was another particular that I learned recently, but I forgot. Yeah, it's not important really. Okay, tell your class. I'm not gonna tell no one nothing. Suggestion, classmates. Okay, first date. Okay. Well, I'm finally at the end of the lesson, and I try to go through one lesson a day because it's a lot easier to do instead of having to split it into multiple parts. So, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow because it seems like I can stream, which is good. So, I'll stream again tomorrow. Bye.